Under judicial power, impeachment of the president. The parliament is having a judicial power that if he found that president has done something against the rules and regulation, or some breach is there, then he will be removed on the basis of impeachment, like a violation of the constitution, misconduct, etc. Removal of the various other judges, removal of the judges of the Supreme Court, High Court, Chief Election Commissioner, controllers, audit journals. These are some of the people, those who are working at the high post, they will be removed on the basis of impeachment. Then punishment. The parliament can punish a person for obstructing the work of the parliament or giving disrespect to the house. Next heading, it is a electoral function. The Parliament of India, along with the state, elect the President of India. The Vice President of India is elected by both the houses of the Parliament. The Lok Sabha elects its own Speaker and Deputy Speaker among its own members. Rajya Sabha elects the Deputy Speaker. Amendment of the Constitution. Both the houses of the Parliament can amend the Constitution by passing a majority of total membership, 2/3 majority of the members present and voting. Control over the executive. How the control is there on the executives? The first, it is a interpellation, that is the question hour, calling attention notice, half an hour discussion. Through this, they can seek the information from the government about its policies and performances. Vote of no confidence. If a government acts against the constitutional provisions, he can be voted out of office by passing a vote of no confidence. Then the minister has to resign. Adjournment motion. Motion for adjournment in certain cases, like death of several persons due to the consumption of unlicensed liquor, then killing of a senior IPS officer in place of worship, etc. Other motion of censors, then like rejection of the government bill, passing of a private member bill, etc. Then monetary control. During the budget session, a cut motion may be moved. Parliamentary committees on public account ensure that public money is spent in accordance with the parliament decisions. It should not be used for any other purpose. Other than these, there are other powers. The parliament may utter the name or boundaries of the state if needed, and the former new state, and a new name can be given to them. It makes law regarding the composition, jurisdiction, and powers of the Supreme Court. They may establish a common high court for 2 or more states. Now, these are some of the exclusive important powers of the Rajya Sabha. Like Rajya Sabha, the first one, though the parliament cannot in normal times make law on the state subject. Okay, so the Rajya Sabha may, by a resolution adopted by 2/3 majority, empower the parliament should make law with respect to a matter in the state list. That we have already discussed in the previous lecture, that whenever there will be an emergency in a state, all the important decision related to the state will be taken by the parliament. Other special powers. Rajya Sabha can declare the creation of new All India services. Then, if the Lok Sabha is dissolved due to the after the declaration of a national emergency, the Rajya Sabha become a sole de facto, means all the powers will come in the hand of the Rajya Sabha. He will become the powerful house. Then some of the powers of the Lok Sabha, like motion of no confidence, will be passed by Lok Sabha. Money bills can be passed only by the Lok Sabha in case of deadlock between the two houses. Okay, so the more privilege will be given to the Lok Sabha. Their decision will be the final decision. Now, what is the relationship between the two houses of the parliament? Differences. The differences over the legislative matters, like ordinary bills. Ordinary bills may originate in either house. If there is a disagreement between the two houses, the bill is referred to a joint sitting of both the houses. The houses are placed on an equal footing. The Rajya Sabha is in the weaker position, because it's having less members. Okay. Then money bills. In the case of money bills, Rajya Sabha is not having any power. All the powers related to the money bills, they are in the hand of the Lok Sabha. Control of the executives, members of both the houses can put questions to ministers about the work of their department. But the Lok Sabha is more important than powerful than Rajya Sabha. The reason, the Council of Ministers is responsible only to Lok Sabha. Rajya Sabha cannot pass a motion, that is no confidence motion, against any of the member of the house. Then election of the president and the vice president. Every elected member of the parliament stands on equal footing, and the Lok Sabha has a greater say on such matters because of their strength. Then impeachment. In the matter of impeachment of the President of India or the Chief Justice or the judges of Supreme, both the houses have absolutely equal powers. Then emergency provisions. Any case in the national emergency, if Lok Sabha is dissolved, the Rajya Sabha is the de facto, that is, he will become the powerful house because all the decisions are to be taken by him. So this was all about your chapter, the first chapter of your syllabus of your civics. Now go through the question answers, read the chapter properly, go through the question answers, write the answers in points. If for 1 marks, this question answers of civics will come for 1 marks. So please write 1 to 2 points. Answer should be clear, and the long answers according to the distribution of the marks. Thank you, students.